Hello everyone, this is The Last Word and I'm Maria Shakil. Kerala Governor Arif Mohammad Khan, who has been at loggerheads with Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and his government over various issues including appointments to state-run universities, has now levelled a new charge against the state government. In an exclusive interview with NDTV, Governor doubled down on claims of a nexus between the ruling CPIM via its student wing, SFI, and the Popular Front of India, which has been banned by the Union Home Ministry under the anti-terror UAPA law. Mr. Khan, in fact, launched a sharp attack against Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's administration and referred to what he said is now a common phrase in the southern state. And I quote him, "During the day, the Kerala government are with SFI and in the night, they work for PFI." I spoke to Arif Mohammad Khan earlier today. Listen in to what he told me. And joining us now is Kerala Governor Arif Mohammad Khan. Arif Mohammad Khan, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. Arif Saab, you have made some startling allegations claiming nexus between the Students' Federation of India, that's SFI, and the banned organization Popular Front of India, an organization which is banned under UAPA. My question to you, sir, is what evidence do you have to back those claims?
Evidence is what I hear from the people of Kerala, and certainly I can't give you the name of the source in a definite manner, but the government agencies, they have the information, and particularly those who were arrested at one particular place. Out of the 15 people who were arrested, almost half of them have the agencies know that they were very active volunteers of PFI, and this is not something new. In Kerala, people have been talking. In fact, in the assembly, allegations have been made. Not recently. Even last year, before last year, allegations were made inside the assembly that PFI being used for various purposes by the political establishment. And people generally in Kerala, they talk about it. And in fact, it has become a common phrase. It has become a common phrase that during the day they are with SFI and during the night they work for PFI.
Okay, since you're making a huge claim here, have you written to the Ministry of Home Affairs? Have you taken this up with the centre?
Naturally, if I have spoken publicly, then I have informed the other authorities concerned, and it is not just for me. Even much before I spoke about it, the agencies are aware.
Since you're saying that the agencies are aware, and you know there is this linkage that has been built by you, and you say that it is commonly spoken about in Kerala, but since you hold a constitution officer, one may ask as to how do you plan to take this up?
You know, in a democracy, the most effective method is that if something undesirable is happening, bring it to the notice of the people. I have already told you that these allegations have been made in the assembly for at least last 4 or 5 years. These much before PFI was banned. Even then these allegations were made in the assembly.
Yes, but Arif Saab, you have faced these black flag protests in the past as well. One may say that you have been facing it regularly. The last one in Nilamel was on January 27th. But then how can SFI and PFI be linked? One is a band outfit, another one is a student outfit.
I do not know if those who are holding these black flag demonstrations, they are really students, because from the pictures you can see that they are much past the age of anybody being a student. They are people who are brought in. The ruling party here in Kerala, they are organizing these things, because now after the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of the Kannur University, they see their control over the university they are losing their control over the university, and they see no chance of new vice chancellors of the universities to be appointed according to their wishes. Therefore, they are very upset and they are creating this scene.
The tensions between the state government and your office has been escalating. There appears to be a complete breakdown of communication between the two constitutional offices as well. Some very sharp words have been used by both the sides, and you have also said that the Chief Minister is better suited to lead a drama troupe. Could that have been avoided?
Yes. No, how can you avoid it? On one hand, he is organizing these demonstrations, but he knows the consequences if they physically hurt me. Therefore, he is deploying large, as Chief Minister who is in charge of the Home Department also, large number of policemen are deployed along the route where I travel. And these people, this is such a hot season in Kerala, and these people are standing in the sun for hours. So I say that you are unnecessarily distressing the police force. You are putting them under restraint. You are creating difficulties for them. So you are only sending people to demonstrate, and you are deploying the police on the other hand. So what is this theater going on?
All right. Arif Mohammad Khan, pleasure speaking to you, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. Tom Varakkan, National Spokesperson of the BJP, is joining me live. We have Dr. Kangu, who is the National Secretariat member of CPI, and Dr. Pulla Rao is a senior journalist. Dr. Kangu, given the charge that is coming in from the governor, don't you think that the state government should investigate this, because this is an outlawed group which the governor claims to having enjoyed the patronage of the state government?
See, let me start with saying that the timing is very interesting. The parliamentary elections are due, and the central government somehow wants to dislodge the left from the power. And therefore, all the agents of the government, including the governor, are working towards that end. So how much seriously you have to take this allegation is also a point of consideration. Let me remind you that the Article 356, to which we as the left are opposed, was misused in Kerala, and education was one of the reasons why it was misused in 1958. So similarly, our party has always said that the governor's post is useless and it should be abolished, because the governors are now working at the behest of central government. They are not working as a constitutional head of the government. And Kerala government, particularly along
Dr.
with
Kangu,
Tamil Nadu
that
government,
aside,
are notorious.
you know, the governor versus the chief minister has been playing out for
he is not
several.
to be taken very seriously. This
Kangu,
allegation has a background of election.
Dr. Kangu,
he is working as a central government provocator.
Since this is something that has been playing out ever since he took charge as the governor of Kerala, the point here that has been made is that, you know, the PFI has been banned by the MHA under UAPA. The reason why it was being seen was that apparently there were certain reports which had come in that it is trying to regroup physically and online as well. So if the governor says that there is a link between SFI and PFI, don't you think that's a subject of investigation?
See, governor should write to the constitutional authorities. Why should you go to the public? He is not a public servant.
Okay.
So his intentions are very clear.
Okay, Tom
He
Varakan,
wants to
that's a
work
point very
as
well
an agent of
taken.
the central government
Shouldn't the governor
to defend the
then
left government?
write to MHA? Because this is again a very serious matter, that if the state government is giving patronage and there is some kind of nexus between the Student Federation of India and the Popular Front of India, which is a banned group which was outlawed in September of 2022, correct me, in which the UAP, the Union Home Ministry had given reasons, and that had also gone ahead and said that 8 of its associates will also be banned for 5 years because of threat that they pose to security and because of their clear terror links, then shouldn't it be investigated by the Ministry of Home Affairs?
See, let me tell you again, that this seems
Yes,
to be
this is a question to
planned
Tom
strategy
Varakan.
on the part of the central government to use governor's office.
Yes, this is a
defame
question
the
to
left.
Tom Varakan of the BJP. Yes.
And therefore, I'm very clear about
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Maria, let's look at this panelist who's talking about 356 and if it is his government in 1958, which Indira Gandhi removed. Our record, let me put it on record, as to 356 has been nil. So let's get this very straight. We are not interested in bringing in 356. Now, as to the governor's action, tell me which state governor has been given Z security, and to protect him from whom? The state government, mechanisms, and why? Because essentially, after the Kannur decision by the Supreme Court, they have realized their hold on the universities have gone. So, like the Honorable Governor has said, policemen are all on the route in the hot sun of Kerala, and then there are these black flag volunteers who were arrested. 15 of them were arrested, out of which 50% was from PFI. If this is not glaring evidence of a collision between the PFI and the SFI, what is? Here is a very honorable governor who is well informed, and he is operating under the democratic system of India. He's come on record saying this is happening to me. His car is stopped, and why? Why is a governor facing this kind of a situation? It is a Supreme Court decision. Why are they so upset? Because they have been putting in their people as vice chancellors and putting them in the academic councils or whatever they have there. And this is a practice that's been going on. That has been stopped. So they are taking their revenge against the honorable governor.
No, but this is not, besides this flashpoint, besides the difference of opinion, besides all that has been happening over the last 4 years, the question here is of security, about a terror organization which the governor says who holds a constitution office, that the terror organization is getting support from the ruling government there, which is far more serious than what all you have said, Tom Varakan.
Yes, that is the issue. That is a very serious issue.
Then he should be taking that up with the central government.
Why do you think he has been given Z-level security? And we are not running after 356. We want the democratic process to work. And it is not about removing a government. It is about democratically trying to solve out a problem. And if the problem is not sorted out, that 356 becomes the extreme step, which our government doesn't want.
Okay, Dr. Pulla Rao, politics aside, what do you think this will have an impact overall in the state? You know, the reason why I'm saying is that PFI has had the most visible presence in Kerala, and where it has been accused of rioting, murder and intimidation as well in the past. For now, this kind of reference being made by the governor himself, I mean, he is a top constitution office in the state. For him to say so, do you think the state government can just say that it's politics?
Let me come to Arif Mohammad Khan, the individual. He is an extraordinary individual. He went to jail during emergency, I think, and became an MLA in 1977.
That's right.
So he's been in politics for 50 years and he's going strong. He's an extraordinary individual. If you compare him to all the other governors in the country today, I'm sorry to say he stands head and shoulders above them in political experience, articulation, acceptability, and always ready to resign on all of that. You know, he did that earlier also during Rajiv Gandhi's time. So he's an extraordinary individual. And to that extent, I think, the Kerala government or any other government, should be well aware of his stature and his craftsmanship in politics. Having said that, as much as I laud his personal virtues and personality and contribution to the country, extraordinary contributions he has made at various times. It's difficult now, we just can't go on about his biography. I think what you said is correct. He should have taken it up seriously, severely with the Home Ministry over the last few months. He should not, perhaps he said in a democracy you have to air all these thoughts. That's the most powerful way of getting a solution. I think he should have taken it up silently as a governor. He should have brought all his prestige to bear, get people who are violating the law arrested, picked up under UAPA. That he should have done. By going public, I think he has lowered the seriousness of his charges and he has brought himself unnecessary controversy. As I mentioned right at the beginning, he's an extraordinary governor and extraordinary personality. Head and shoulders above all other appointees. Sorry to say that. But I would definitely like him to be restrained so that he doesn't impinge on his prestige and dignity,
Okay, so
both
then in
as
that
an
case,
individual
then in
and
that
as a
case,
governor.
will the Chief Minister respond to it? And will the Chief
So the
Minister
Chief
order
Minister-
an inquiry, Dr. Kango?
No, the Chief Minister also is a very...
Well, I cannot comment
all
whether
said
Chief
and done.
Minister will respond to it or not. But as far as the party is concerned, we are very clear that the role that Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan is playing is detrimental to the interest of the people of Kerala. So accordingly, the institution of the governor is under threat. And therefore, we believe that the Chief Minister will make a statement about the pernicious role that governor everywhere is playing in India and federalism is under attack.
But that is not...
That is the spirit with which I think the
No,
Chief
but
Minister will
none of
comment.
the other governors have said that the student wing of the ruling party is actually hand in glove or having some kind of nexus with a terror organization. So this is a different
See, once
charge.
again, I am telling you, there will be a lot of accusations against many organizations in India. But which is the competent agency to investigate? Governor certainly is not one of the agencies to do it. If governor has some proof, he should. He is hiding behind an assembly discussion which took place 5 years or 4 years back. I just heard his interview. So it is in the domain of public knowledge itself if assembly discussions have taken place. So whatever he is saying is not new.
So
I'm
when the
very
assembly
surprised.
discussions took
Therefore,
place,
the timing
what
is
was
very
done by the
important.
state
Therefore,
government?
I made my point that it is an election stunt, nothing else.
Okay, my question is because the Kerala government had told the High Court when specific questions were asked with regards to PFI in an affidavit that Islamization of society by promoting conversion with a view to benefit of Islam, recruitment and maintenance of branded committed indoctrinated Muslim youth for undertaking actions including selective elimination of persons who in their perception are enemies of Islam. If this is what they have said. My question then is, if there are several cases of this nature which are which are of huge concern, then it cannot just be about charge and counter charge, Tom Vadakan. This is a subject of investigation and I'm repeating it again and again.
See, once again, I'm again telling you that any terrorist organization in India should be a subject of investigation.
Absolutely.
We are not against investigation.
Fine enough. I agree with you then.
What role
Tom
governor
Vadakan,
should play
if
something
there
which
is
I'm challenging.
evidence, please, that has to be provided by the governor, and then it cannot be just about that it was discussed on the floor of assembly.
Governor should go to
No,
the
can I?
competent
Please tell
constitutional
this.
Yes.
authorities
Tom
to give
Vadakan,
him
please.
information, which he is not doing. That's what I'm complaining. His timings and going to the public is an election
Please
stunt.
tell
Okay,
him
Tom
to be part
Vadakan.
of the debate. Yeah.
Tom Vadakan, yes.
The fact of the matter is, this is work in progress. We do not give a running commentary on what the investigation is about. There's a lot of information coming in to different agencies, and it's a very serious matter. Now, if the governor has gone public, it is his democratic mindset which has set him working, and let the people know what is happening. And it's before the people. It's in public knowledge. It's on the roads of Kerala when these things are happening. So he has to present his story. He did not start the protest. The protest was started by the so-called PFI and SFI league. And if they started it, they have presented it before the public. Why should not the governor tell the public why is this being done? And if these questions are asked, this is not a secret banana republic that the governor should keep quiet on this. He's being attacked on the streets. There's a system.
That's right. It's not a banana republic, and that is the reason why someone who upholds the Constitution office should be also mindful of raising an issue of this nature by saying that there is some kind of nexus and
when you attack the governor in public, in a public road, and then threat to life, what is he supposed to do?
Okay, Dr. Pulara.
I think
Last word to you,
as
please
much
go ahead.
democracy as there is, he is limited by his office. There is no doubt about it. If every governor takes up this, and some are doing so, become very voluble, they're going to degrade the office and also bring criticism on the central government. He has enough powers to take up this issue in a very serious way. He does not even need proof. He can just voice his opinion, and the government will have to act. I am surprised why he has not taken that route. It would be far more effective if he can just write to the government, put all these points across, pursue it, there will be action. By this action, what he is doing, this kind of confrontation, is not necessary. And as I said earlier also, it is remaining to the government and the state government to indulge in this kind of thing. When this issue, there is a route, there is a path to settle such issues. The Constitution is very broad. Why is he not doing it?
All right. Dr. Pulara, I appreciate your time. Dr. Kango and Tom Varakan, thank you so much for joining us. With that, it's a wrap from me. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. The debate is going on NDTV.com.